Trey McGillivray and Brendan Nolan. He's got more buckles from the Calgary Stampede and the Ponoka Stampede than a lot of guys. Todd McCracken will feature the Rory story, Rory Jarvis and Rory Armstrong. And I'll tell you more about Rory Jarvis as we go throughout the night. And DJ DeSitter with Cale Ageness and Tyler DeSitter, DJ's bro. It's a family operation. Here comes DJ and Pioneer. Todd McCracken. Dale Young draws in on that number 2 Summit Fleet barrel. Gage Flat and Prairie Dog. Heat number 1. Quiet on the set, please. There's the horn, and heat number 1 is underway on a Friday night. Sun's a-shining, wagons are rolling, outriders load up and mount up, and we are southbound and out of town. That is Tire Pro and Dale Young that's got the early lead. He's got young Gage Flad to the inside of him as they round the turn. One outrider just leaving town, and that's how we go into the second turn now, with Dale Young and Tire Pro Incorporated rolling radial smooth as he hits that first pole in the corner. But oh, there's company coming from the outside. Second place on the rail is Gage Flat and Prairie Dog Oil Field Cleaners. But here comes a guy that's really going to clean house. That is DJ DeSitter, Pioneer Off-Road. He's found some terra firma out there into the third turn as he now challenges the leaders and goes on by Dale Young in the middle of the pack. DJ's way around the outside, trailing along the rail. Todd McCracken, Obsidian Energy Limited, and that's how they set up for the home stretch drive. Grande Prairie, it's your turn to come alive. They're headed for the Hub International home stretch drive, and who gets first to that tree line? Well Services finish line. You're about to find out. Here comes DJ DeSitter from the outside, putting the pressure on young Gage Flat, and he's going to get the job done. He wins his first race in his very first show by a nose. Oh, that was a close one. Could even be a dead heat with Gage Flat. What a great rookie setup we got coming at us here. Dale Young ramp, and will be soon. And Evan McGee with Rory Jarvis and Quade Tournier from the Duck Lake Dynasty. Here comes Evan McGee. Fluid Pro draws in on that Wrangler barrel. Lennox Air Conditioning 3-barrel is Josh Arenik. Summit Fleet 2-barrel with Roger Moore, and GMC with Troy Flad. They're in line, heat 2, quiet on the set. There's the horn, and they're off. A quick start for Troy Flad, CIMS Corporation. Oh, Roger Moore tags his top barrel, and the gangsters get out with guns a-blazing. They're headed to the rail with a 3-wagon race into that front end. Josh Herenick, LO Marketing and Design, sandwiched in the middle with Evan McGee and Fluid Pro Oil Field around the outside. And that Chuck Wagon Tsunami rolls into that second turn, 2 1/4 lengths ahead of Troy Flad and CIMS Corporation. Outriders must finish within 150 feet of their respective lead teams, or they get a late penalty, a second's worth. And that gray horse has got some speed, doesn't he? He's going up the middle. That's Josh Herenick, LO Marketing and Design. That's Brooklyn's favorite horse, his daughter's favorite horse. And that cat can run. They're at the quarter pole, and he's got a horse-length lead over his nearest competitor to the outside, Evan McGee and Fluid Pro Oil Field. And Roger Moore tucked in down along that rail position. And here they come, southbound and down. The louder you cheer, the quicker they'll get here. Josh Herenick, Hello Marketing and Design. Oh, he's going at him. He's going to take him at that tree line, Well Services finish line. Evan McGee puts the pressure on, but Josh Herenick gets there by a length. Evan McGee and Fluid Pro, the gangsters, and Roger Moore just ahead of CIMS Corporation and Troy Flad in heat. Brigade champion a couple years ago. He's been an award winner. He's going to 4. Captain Kirk Sutherland, been there, done that, and he's won at every outlet we go to. Troy Dorchester Zorro is in, and Cruz Bensmiller, Bonnet's Energy. Heat number 3. Place your bets. Quiet on the set, please. Whoa, big horse. Whoa, buddy. There's the horn, and they're off. Good start right across the board as Outriders get their job done, and here we go. Hold the screen door open, Grandma. We're getting out of town in a hurry with Jordy Fike to the outside. Kirk Sutherland up the middle. Troy Dorchester splitting the difference between Kirk and rail runner Cruz Bensmiller with Bonnet's Energy, and that's how they roll. Oh, Cruz is in behind that big wave of wagons as now Troy Dorchester, Zorro Energy. Look at him go down that backstretch out of that second turn, and the horses of Troy are northbound and down. Kirk Sutherland, Iron Pine Contracting. He's raced against 3 generations of the Dorchesters, and now they're closing in on Kirk Stovrak. From the outside, Jordy Fike. From the backside, Cruz Benzmiller, Bonnet's Energy. Cruz has got some room along the rail. He's going to put the challenge on the wily old veteran, Kirk Sutherland. And look out, Captain Kirk. Here comes the cruiser. And we are hunting down Troy Dorchester, Zorro Energy, as he rounds that final turn and sets him up for the home stretch drive. Grande Prairie, it's your turn to come alive. He is lightning on the track tonight. Troy Dorchester and Zorro Energy, they ain't going to catch him. He'll hit that tree line, Well Services finish line, a length ahead of Bonnet's and Cruz Benzmiller, with Jordy Fike and Captain Kirk Sutherland rolling in behind to complete the field in heat number 3. Optimum Equipment, Dayton Sutherland, Nordic, Lane Flad. Take your time, guys. That one barrel's a little tough to get in tonight. Lane Flad on 2. Stand by. Lane's just pulling to the bottom of 2. Dean's just going to get to 1, but his lead team is stalled up. Have patience, drivers. Thank you. Quiet on the set. There's the horn, and we are off for heat number 4 as Outriders mount up, load up, get the job done, and here comes the Diamond, Dayton Sutherland and Nordic Energy southbound and out of town with that eagle feather flying in the breeze as he takes ahead of his uncle Dean Drager. Regulators Oil Field, that pesky nephew, says Dean, he's got me tonight. And Dayton Sutherland takes that rail with Nordic Energy by 2 lengths. Dean moves a little bit off the rail, and he's got company coming as well. The backfield is in motion. The rail grabber is Lane Flad, Sniper Services. He's holding up an outside charge from Dustin Gorst and Optimum Equipment Solutions. Outriders looking good. Barrels are up, and everything's cool as we head to the quarter pole. And that Dayton Sutherland has got company coming. Here comes that pesky uncle of his, Dean Drager, won't give up. Regulators Oil Field. He's hunting down the stove rack of Dayton Sutherland as he sets him up into that 4th turn, and we get into the Hub International home stretch drive. Grande Prairie, it's your turn to come alive. He's one of your own. The Diamond, Dayton Sutherland, and Nordic Energy, and Dean Drager, his uncle. Regulators Oil Field, but this one is all the diamond shines tonight. Dayton Sutherland by a length over Dean Drager, and Regulators. Sniper with Lane Flad rolls in just ahead of Dustin Gorst and Optimum Equipment Solutions. His season ended a little bit early last year, but he's back in fine form. M&H Dump and Preston Faithful. He holds the track record in Lloydminster at their North American Championships to date. And this guy's qualified for the final heat out there in their year-end championships as well. Todd Baptiste, a year-end champion, a couple times over, goes TNT on 3. Tough Drager, Compass Access on 2, and DJ King, liftoff, number 1, heat 5. There's the horn, and the charge is underway, and it's a quick one for Tough Drager, Compass Access, and here goes Preston Faithful, M&H Dump. He's even quicker. Preston goes to the front end. Can he get to the rail? Tough Drager is going to let him do that. Preston Faithful sticks his Ceratelli in the dirt, and he is now out in front by, what's a cowboy hat? We'll get you another one at Keddy's. He's out in front by 2.5 as Preston Faithful and M&H Dump get set for that backstretch run in the sun tonight, and now the backfield's in motion. The rail grabber is big DJ King. Grande Prairie Airport, liftoff, runway 1, but on the outside of him, young Tough Drager has got things happening with Compass Access Solution. He's now about a neck ahead of DJ King. In the back of the mall comes Todd Baptiste and TNT, Tank and Trailer Sales, and he's going to need a little TNT to blast him down that home stretch drive because we are headed there right now. Here he comes, Preston Faithful, wire to wire tonight for the young gun. M&H Dump, nobody going to catch Preston Faithful tonight. His Outriders wheel, and that's important. And here comes DJ King to be second, outrunning young Tough Drager at the tree line, finish well line. And this guy, man, he's got some speed, that guy, Preston Faithful. In behind, it was Todd Babman as we take Darcy Flad into that number 4 Wrangler barrel. Get your Wranglers at Keddy's. They got about 1 million pairs down there. It's pretty cool. Here comes Darcy. Chance Benzmiller rolls in alongside. My wife nicknamed him Rip. You wonder why, huh? She's a Yellowstone fan. He looks like him. Chance and Ken Sargent on 3, Doug Irvine, Swab Pro on 2, and Cody Ridgedale, Involve Energy on 1. Heat number 6, quiet on the set. There's the horn, and they're off. A quick start right across the board. Watch Chance Bensmiller, Ken Sargent from 3, and here comes Cody Ridgedale off that number 1 barrel with Involve Energy, and his trip involves the finish line and the rail as he kicks things into gear into that first turn. Right out behind him, Chance Bensmiller and Ken Sargent GMC with Darcy Flad. Kimbers to the outside, and there goes Brett Irvine. Hurry up, buddy. You'll catch him. You'll be fine. Look at this backstretch run. It is Cody Ridgedale that's got the lead, but oh, he can hear the thundering, pounding hooves of the lead team as Darcy Flad and Kimbers Creations puts the pressure from the outside. The referee up the middle will be Chance Bensmiller, Ken Sargent GMC, but watch Doug Irvine, Swab Pro. He's closing ground out of 4th with every stride as they glide around that 3rd turn. Oh, and they've got things handled as Doug Irvine hunts down the stove rack of front runner Cody Ridgedale and Involve Energy. Cody can see the tree line, Well Services finishing line right now, and he can hear you. The louder you cheer, the quicker they'll get here. Watch Darcy Flad and Kimbers from the outside. Watch Chance Bensmiller coming up the middle. Doug Irvine needs some room, but hanging on is Cody Ridgedale. Involve Energy in a 3-wagon race right behind him to be close by only 3/100ths of a second. And Cody hangs on for the lead over that Chuck Wagon Tsunami that is Heat. Drivers that we used at the Calgary Stampede for Chuck Wagons 101 before the show. This year, they're both going to be competing at the Calgary Stampede. Here comes Chance Thompson. Thatchwood Ventures, a guy in his 4th year on our tour, but grew up in this sport. Chance Flad, Astro Oilfield alongside the Duke of Dewberry, Kurt Bensmiller, 4-time world champ, pulls in with Triple Threat, and Mitch Sutherland, CDN controls. Heat 7. Quiet on the set. There's the horn, and they're off. A quick charge as Outriders get their stoves loaded and mount the thoroughbreds, and here they come. 4 wagons cast their fate to the figure 8, and the Duke of Dewberry, Kurt Bensmiller, out ahead of Mitch Sutherland and CDN controls, but now they match strides wheel to wheel as the spoke dance begins into that 2nd turn. Following those 2 guys, you'll find the rail runner, Chance Flad and Astro Oilfield. And to the outside, Chance Thompson, a double chance to win there, but the front end's going to make it tough because now big Mitch Sutherland and CDN controls. He controls that backstretch. About a 1/2 length now ahead of Kurt Bensmiller and Triple Threat Diesel. Don't count him out yet. Now look at this backfield closing ground. That's Chance Flad and Astro Oilfield Rentals. He's easing in along that rail. His lead team is right now at the left elbow of Kurt Bensmiller and soon to be his wheel team, and he's closing in on the stove rack of front runner Mitch Sutherland, CDN controls, and here they come. The louder you cheer, the quicker we'll get here. A hometown leader, Mitch Sutherland, CDN controls, and here comes the Duke of Dewberry. Nope, here comes Chance Flad, rather. The Mosley Bumblebee. Look at this kid close ground, but Mitch Sutherland hits the tree line. Well Services first, and Chance Flad just ahead of Thatchwoods, Chance Thompson, and Triple Diesel with Kurt Bensmiller. He and his wife Wendy's son, Caden Molly, and Cale Lajeunesse, double K. It's all okay for Chris and Caden and Cale as they take Circle M Friends to the 4-barrel. Lightning Luke and Padernes to that number 3 Lennox Heating and Air Conditioning barrel. Ray Crotto Jr. Cinch Oilfield on the Summit Fleet 2-barrel, and Ross Knight RT is in on 1. Heat number 8. Don't be late. The horn sounds, and they are off as Outriders get the job done, and it's looking good for Ray Crotto Jr. Cinch Oilfield as he cinches things up and gets out there in fine style with Lightning Luke flanking him on the outside. Ross Knight, RT Reynolds to the inside, putting the pressure on front runner Ray Crotto Jr. and Cinch Oilfield. Now look at the guy going around the outside. That's Chris Molly. By golly, he's got all the speed you need to take the lead, but can he do it 3 wide as they glide into that backstretch run with Ross Knight and RT Reynolds hanging tight to that rail? I can see a little bit of a rainbow, and there's not a cloud in the sky. Well, that is the Rainbow Rider, Ray Crotto Jr., that's sandwiched in the middle, back of Ross Knight by now only a neck. And on the outside, Chris Smalley and Circle M. Oh, the thunder's about to roll. Here comes Lightning. Lightning Luke Tournier, that is, and Padernes. He's tight to the rail. He's going to go under the rainbow, and he's going to follow the Stovracker front runner, Ross Knight, as they set him up for the home stretch drive. Grand Prairie, it's your turn to come alive. Ross Knight, RT Reynolds, here comes Lightning Luke. Give me some room, Ray. I'm coming on through. Lightning has struck the finish line. Horse length, nope, a neck behind Ross Knight and Luke Tournier in that order at the Tree Line Well Services finish line, just ahead of Ray Crotto Jr. and Chris Smalley with Sir Cale Lajeunesse and Tyler DeSutter. For Wade Salmon, we have Rory Jarvis and Quade Tournier. For Aubrey Mattawillo, we have he and his wife Angie's boys, M&M, Ethan and Hayden, both now world champions. So is Aubrey. It's a family of world champions. Lane McGillivray features he and his wife Lorena's son, Trey McGillivray, and Brendan Nolan. There's a guy with a lot of trophy buckles from Calgary and Pinoca and pretty near everywhere we go. Here comes Lane McGillivray. 3 generations of wagon racing in his blood. Aubrey Mattawillo, Dynamic Energy on 3. Wade Salmon, VJV on 2. And Chad Fike, Tomco.ca, Heat 9. Quiet on the set.ca. The horn sounds. The charge is underway. Stoves are in. Outriders get on because here they go. Hold the screen door open, Grandma. We getting out of here in a hurry. And that rail grabber is Chad Fike and the Tomco group of companies as he points them eastbound and down, headed into the sunset of Grand Prairie. Right alongside of him, Aubrey Mattawillo, the Hoadley Hornet, about to put the sting. To the outside of him is Lane McGillivray and Fraction Energy. Trailing the pack is Wade Salmon and VJB Livestock Marketing as the Chuckwagon Tsunami of 3 waves on down that backstretch run, and it's a close one. In the middle, Aubrey Mattawillo. Now the lead goes to outside runner Lane McGillivray by near a horse length as they head into that third turn. Chad Fike, Tomco Group, tight to the rail. Now Aubrey drops back. Ground must be a little soft right there, and here comes Wade Salmon. He's taking advantage of that. Kicks her into high gear. He's coming inside of Aubrey, and he's going after the Stovrack of Chad Fike. And around the outside, Lane McGillivray, and here they come. Southbound and down, burning up your town. Look at this guy, Lane McGillivray, Fraction Energy. He opens him up a notch to put the pressure on Chad Fike. And at the Tree Line Well Services finish line, it is Lane McGillivray, a nose ahead of Chad Fike, a horse length ahead of Wade Salmon, 2 lengths ahead of Aubrey Mattawillo. Dynamic Energy, dynamic race. You liked it? And Evan Salmon with Rory Jarvis and Brendan Nolan. These are the best in the game. Now, let's watch Evan Salmon. He and his wife, Adrienne, have won several equine awards for the thoroughbreds from Import Tool Company. Their daughter, Rose, and their son, Cash, a huge part of their success. Cash can't wait to get to Medicine Hat in a few weeks. He goes to the snake display. He loves snakes. Evan Salmon, de Havilland Aircraft goes in. Jamie Labicane, Wild Rose on 3, Jason Glass, Birchcliff on 2, and Chance Vegan. Sundown in the sundown of his hometown on 1. Heat 10, quiet on the set. The horn sounds and the charge is underway as Outriders get the job done, and here they come. Chance Vegan and Jason Glass and Jamie Labicane. In behind will be Wade Salmon, but it's Chance Vegan, the Rangeland Derby rock star, that gets out there to steal the rail away. One Outrider yet to go, and he is out of town in a moment, but up on the front end, Chance Vegan has got a length and a quarter lead over Jason Glass and Birchcliff Energy as they roll into that second turn. To the far outside is Jamie Labicane. Wild Rose pumps and pressures. Wade Salmon de Havilland, Evan Salmon de Havilland Aircraft spreading his wings. He's looking for room on that runway. Now look at the front end. That is Chance Vegan, Sundown Oil Field. He's now got a 2.5 length lead over Jason Glass and Birchcliff Energy. Is this his world championship winning team? Jason is about to leave the pack behind him too as Jamie Labicane and Evan Salmon drop back, and that checkerboards are hunting down the Sundown Oil Field. Chance Vegan wagon, and here he comes, headed for his hometown finish line, the Tree Line Well Services finish line. They're not going to catch Chance Vegan tonight. The reigning world champ wins it over Jason Glass by a wagon length as Jason closes ground, and here comes Evan Salmon de Havilland Aircraft, touchdown runway 2, and Jamie Labicane. Wild Rose rolls in to be 4th.